A reading from the Holy Bible from the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verses 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
A reading from Bhagavad Gita. Everyone makes different choice. We become different when we choose something right.
A reading from the Holy Quran, chapter number 4, verse number 135. Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu kunu qawwamina bil qisti shuhada'a lillahi wa la ala anfusikum abil walidaini wal aqrabin inni yakun ghaniyan aw faqiran fallahu awla bihima fala tattabi'ul hawa an tadilu wa in talwu aw turidu fa innallaha kana bima ta'maluna kabira. Meaning, O my believers, be upholders of justice and bearers of witness to truth for the sake of God, even though it may either be against yourselves or against your family and kinsmen, or the rich or the poor, for God is more concerned with their well-being than you are. Do not follow your own desires, lest you keep away from justice.
The whole inspiration of our life as a school flows out from the waving folds of this banner. I request one and all to stand as I take pleasure in inviting our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. M. Rajaram IAS, to hoist the school flag, followed by the school anthem.
Honor, school anthem.
Dear fathers, respected teachers, non-teaching staff members, parents, and my dear boys, good morning. I am indeed very happy this morning to introduce and welcome our chief guest for the Investiture Ceremony. We have with us Dr. M. Rajaram, IAS, Honorable Member, Department of Lokayukta, Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. M. Rajaram is an exceptional IAS officer who has the most balanced and appropriate views on true education. He has taken a postgraduate degree in English literature and education and a master's degree in education. He also has a degree in law. In addition, he holds a doctorate in law as well. He served in the education department with rare distinction for nearly 1 decade in various important and responsible capacities. His efficiency in civil administration has brought him many prestigious awards, notably the Best Collector Award for service to the disabled given by the Government of Tamil Nadu. He is a great research scholar in the field of education, and his research papers have received much acclaim at the national level. His earlier books, to mention a few, Changing Phases of School Education, Quality in Educational Administration, Who Will Bell the Cat, Tirukkural Pearls of Inspiration, Better Tomorrow, Food for Thought, Elemental Workers, Blossom in English, Yellow Line, Better English, Tic Tac Tick are the few that we can mention. Bosses, the good, the bad and the ugly, etc. have been greatly appreciated. He belongs to the scholar civil servant tradition, and he has brought out the beautiful work of English translation of Tirukkural, for which Dr. Abdul Kalam, former President of India, has paid a very well-deserved tribute in his foreword to his book. He held a number of important portfolios in Tamil Nadu government, and notably among them being the Collector of Tanjore, Director Rural Development, Labour Commissioner, Commissioner of Tourism, Transport Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Information and Tamil Development. Apart from all this, we are very happy to have Mr. Rajaram as the chief guest this morning, my dear students, especially when it is the Investiture Ceremony, a ceremony wherein the captains, the leaders and the secretaries are going to be awarded with their badges. So to have a personality who has excelled in the Department of Education to do this for us this morning is very appropriate. I'm sure it's going to be a motivating factor for our students as well. We are very much part and parcel of education in our day-to-day school events. And to have a man who had excellent views in education and who has received awards and recognition from around the country for this is very happy, and we are very happy to have him with us this morning. Almost 22 years ago, when Sir was the collector in Thanjavur, I had the opportunity to interact with him when I was serving in the Don Bosco school there in Tanjore. And as it was said in the introduction, he was awarded by the government of Tamil Nadu for the wonderful development works he did, especially for the poor people in the villages in and around the district of Tanjore. We are indeed very happy to have you with us, dear sir. We thank you for accepting our invitation, for sparing your time, and I'm sure God will bless you and will assure you of our prayers and blessings in all your endeavors. Hearty welcome, and God bless St. Bede's Academy, and God bless you all.
Dr. Rajaram, IAS, with us.
In our lives, then we need to have a thought that only when I quick to my action, everything will be made known to each other. And this is possible only when I have a thought of service in my heart and my mind. God, who created us all, is there expecting us to render him service not in the air but through our humanity. And therefore, at this juncture, I'm happily here to announce to all the dignitaries on the stage and to you dear parents and students, the SPL Mukesh Raj, ASPL Rowan Francis, Sports Secretary Ashish and Joint Secretary Sanjay of 11th Standard. Dear leaders, do you promise to grow in knowledge and virtue, to live up to the challenges of the school and the society? Dear leaders, do you promise to abide and to devote yourself to the selfless service of the school? Dear leaders, do you promise to spread the message of love and care to all in the world? If so, dear chief guests, reverend fathers, teachers, administrative staff, parents and well-wishers, do you all accept these leaders and place confidence in them? Yes, we do accept them. Let us now witness our leaders, namely school people leader, assistant school people leader, sports secretary and joint sports secretary coming forward to stage with the different portfolios to take oath in the presence of this august gathering.
Oath by SPL, ASPL, Sports Secretary and Joint Sports Secretary.
We thank Father for introducing the office bearers to the gathering. I deem it a privilege to request our chief guest, Dr. M. Rajaram IAS, to present the badges to our newly elected school council members.
I, Mukesh Raj, school pupil leader.
Rowan Francis Sanil, assistant school pupil leader.
I, Ashish, sports secretary.
I, Sanjay Subramani, joint sports secretary.
Take a solemn promise in the presence of the chief guest, principal, staff, parents and fellow pupils to carry out the duties and live up to the expectations of our school to the utmost of our ability for the glory of St. Bede's Academy, School of our Hearts.
Now the chief guest presents the badge to school pupil leader, Master Mukesh Raj K. He is a devoted student with significant leadership qualities. He aspires to become a successful architect. Assistant School Pupil Leader, Master Rowan Francis Sanil. He is a self-disciplined student with a great sense of time management. His ambition is to become a businessman. Sports Secretary Ashish A. He is trustworthy and a passionate cricketer. He aims to become a software engineer. Sports Joint Secretary Sanjay Subramaniam S. He is passionate, determined and a goal-driven person and has won many medals in karate. He aspires to become a paranautical engineer. Let us give our newly elected school council members a thunderous applause.
St. Mary's Academy, Reverend Father Principal St. Mary's Anglo-Lutheran Secondary School, Reverend Fathers and the parents, dear most teachers, parents and students. At the outset, I heartily congratulate the captains, school people leader and all others for going to take up leadership role. I also, at the outset, thank the Reverend for the Rector, Principal and all the fathers for giving me this opportunity to be this morning and share a few words. Normally, I don't accept any event on Monday morning, but order came from Reverend Father Principal and from Reverend Father Raj, the Honorable Member of the Tamil Nadu Administration. I could not say no at all. Anyhow, I'm extremely delighted. My heart leaps up to see all your beautiful smiling faces of the students. I recall at this juncture my school days. In 1972, I was also a school people leader like you, with various house captains. It was a government school, but we had very good education. We had excellent teachers. In fact, in one of the textbooks for 7th standard non-detailed reader, I brought out a lesson on my teachers, members of a noble clan. Mr. Joseph Saundarajan and Mr. Kandasamy were good friends, and they led the entire school, though they were not headmasters at that time. They provided leadership and planted innumerable number of trees all around the campus, not only in the school campus, also the entire vicinity, the entire area, and all around the villages. They did so much work for the public as well as for students. Even today, his family members, his children, are my closest friends in America. Why I tell this? We always owe to our, as much as to the parents as to the teachers. We owe to the teachers for the excellent service we get from them in the form of knowledge. St. Mary's is always a school difference with uniqueness. Everything we find here will be very different from others. I also recall my days as Inspector of Anglo-Indian Schools in the year 1982. My dear students, I was also in the education department. When I was posted as Inspector of Anglo-Indian Schools, I was so happy because I always liked the Christian missionaries. They are the people who know there is a saying, an Englishman, they are 100 years before, has stated, if someone were to prepare the literacy map of the world and color the illiterate areas in black, India would look like a black continent. That was the condition of education. But these are the missionaries who brought light to
this world in the form of education. I salute all these Christian fathers for their excellent service in providing quality education and spreading education in nooks and corners of the country. You know, those days, being the principal of Anglo-Indian School was a prestigious thing, and also being the inspector of Anglo-Indian School also is an honor for any officer in the education department. These Anglo-Indian schools were started in the Europe, in the British regime, for the benefit of the Anglo-Indians. We had schools in Kerala and Andhra also. So that was, and they provide the best education. And St. Bede's would be the number one school. Nobody can easily get admission. They will filter the candidates. It will be a tough time for the officers to secure admission for the recommendations. That was the condition. Even now that spirit continues, the quality is still maintained. My dear students, you are leaders today. There is a saying, child is the father of child is the father. If there is also a poem, today is his name. Many things can wait, but the child cannot. Right now, his bones are being made, his senses are being developed, his name is today. This is the age when we grow, not only physically, also mentally. We should take right food. That is why the government, the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu introduced nutritious noon meal scheme to the poorest of the poor in government schools. Then subsequently it was extended to aided schools also. The point here I refer to is, you should also focus on your health. There will be sound mind only in a sound body. So you should be an all-rounder. You should develop your body as well as your mind. St. Bede's always provides not only bookish knowledge, also they teach you for the future. Here we can find fine arts, fine arts. We have everything, sports, not merely academics. Many other institutions provide education, they prepare the students for examination. But here they prepare you not merely for examination, also.
House Mistress, Bosco House. Mrs. Agnes Mary, House Mistress, Savio House. Mr. Albert Dominic, House Master, Rua House. Mr. Bruno Raj, House Master, Thomas House. Thank you, Father.
We now call upon the captains and the vice captains to come onto the stage to take the oath. House captains and vice captains to take the oath.
I, Jayantan, Captain, Bosco.
I, Ritwik Lincoln, Vice Captain, Bosco House.
I, Sanjit, Captain, Savio House.
I, Ajay, Vice Captain, Savio House. I, Sanjay, Captain, Rao. I, Maulishwa, Vice Captain, Rua House. I, Ravi, Captain, Thomas House. I, David Vijay, Vice Captain, Thomas House. Solemnly promise in the presence of the entire school to carry out duties entrusted to us. We promise to respect every person in our house and promote healthy competition for the success of our house system. We shall also build a true spirit of sportsmanship and brotherhood in all our school activities.
It's my honor to request Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius, Rector and Correspondent of St. Bede's Community of Schools, to present the badges to the house captains and the vice captains. Master V. Jayantan, Captain, Bosco House. He is a self-disciplined student with a great sense of time management. his desire to become a chartered accountant. Master Ritvik Lingan T, Vice Captain, Bosco House. He is a responsible and a courteous student. He aspires to become a machine learning engineer. Master Sanjit P, Captain, Savio House. He is kind, jovial and helpful student with a friendly nature. His aim is to be an engineer. Master Nadeem D, Vice Captain, Savio House. He is calm and composed with a fascinating artistic abilities. His desire is to crack the UPSC exam. Master B, Sanjay Krishna, Captain, Ruwa House. He is a studious and a delightful student. His aim is to become a businessman. Master Maulishwar B, Vice Captain, Ruwa House. He is a devoted student with significant leadership qualities. He aspires to become a software engineer. Master C. Praveen, Captain, Thomas House. He is a trendy dancer and his passion is to become a terrific actor. Master Dev Rishikesh BN, Vice Captain, Thomas House. He is a dedicated and a responsible to become a chartered accountant. We thank our chief guests and fathers for presenting our captains and vice captains with the badges. Master Mukesh Raj coming to the stage to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind. I feel immensely honored to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious day, which signifies the grand opening of coming together, planning and executing events that will be scripted out in the chronicles of St. Bede's Academy 2022 to 2023. On behalf of the school, I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Dr. M. Rajaram IAS, Honorable Member of Tamil Nadu Lokayukta, who spared time from his busy schedule to be in our midst to grace this solemn occasion. Today, we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, sir, and it will definitely encourage and motivate us in the future. A special word of thanks to our charismatic leader, Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius, Rector and Correspondent of St. Bede's Community of Schools. Father, your words and thoughts have never failed to enlighten and inspire us. I thank our young dynamic mentor, Reverend Father K.J. Arulraj, our beloved principal, for giving us an opportunity to adorn the various roles and titles bestowed upon us. I would like to thank Reverend Father Y.L. Iridhyaraj, Headmaster of St. Bede's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School. I wholeheartedly thank Reverend Father Jesudas, our administrator, for his encouraging presence with us this morning. I thank Reverend Father Arokya Das, Principal of Dominic Savio Matriculation Higher Secondary School, for being here with us today. My heartfelt thanks to Reverend Father P.D. Thomas and Reverend Father Charles, our confessors on stage, for their eminent presence in all our endeavors. I take this chance to thank all our dear teachers for their constant assistance, guidance, encouragement and motivation that has enabled us carry out the roles entrusted to us for the glory of St. Bede's Academy. I would like to thank our diligent administrative staff for being the pillars of unfailing support in coordinating various segments of work behind the scenes that give every celebration a grand success. I would like to conclude my speech with a quote. I would maintain that thanks are the highest form of thoughts, and that gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder. Thank you once again and have a fabulous day.